Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Moss Valley with me, cwattyeso here, Farming Simulator 25. It's been a while. Let's get straight into it. It's been a couple of weeks since I've posted content, and you probably will thinking, has he died? The answer to that is obviously no, I'm not dead. I have, however, been enjoying the British summer for the last couple of weeks, taking advantage of the lovely gorgeous weather we've been having, so I've not been spending a great deal of time at the computer doing computery things. That's basically what's been happening the last 2 weeks. And that's why I've not recorded any videos or posted any videos, because for those of you that are unaware, the part of the UK that I'm in has been like very crazily having really good weather. Since April, in fact. So for the last 2 months, we've had zero rain in the region of the UK where I live. Zero rain, and the temperatures have been getting like quite ridiculous as well for this time of year. I mean, we've been having days where the temperature's almost been hitting like 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, I said Fahrenheit for those of you on the US side of the map of the world who don't work in like proper numbers, but you know, it's been getting close to like 30 degrees Celsius here, you know, a few times, which is unusual for like this, like April, May. So I've been trying to take advantage of the nice weather, because you know, in the last couple of years we've had some awful weather here in the UK. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of flooding, absolute nightmares for farmers in real life to deal with. You know, the time of year when you want to be planting your crops, you can't get on the field because they're underwater, and then when you do get the seed in the ground, the weather goes really stupid and it doesn't rain, so then your crops don't really yield what they should yield. The British climate is crazy right now. It is. But yeah, we've been having a bit of a heat wave. A mini heat wave. This week it's gone a little bit, it's a little bit different currently this week. This week's like it's kind of just turning a little bit. It's a little bit overcast every day. It's still quite warm. But we have had some rain at last this week. We've had a couple of days of rain, which has just been nice. You know, a couple of good downpours for a bit. You know, which has been good, especially with it like the recent bank holiday weekend. But yeah, another reason why I didn't post any content is because about 2 weeks ago, I foolishly went for a day out with a friend of mine, and forgot about the whole sun thing in the sky, and I didn't bother putting on any kind of sunscreen or sun cream or anything like that, and I got burnt badly, to the point where I didn't actually sort of go like red or pink or anything like that. I just erupted in these horrible like yellow blister things all over my arms, put it on my like cheek, nose, you know, really bad. Got really bad sunburn, and for that reason I've like not wanted to record much, because I was like, I look like the Elephant Man. I didn't want to scare anybody with my appearance whilst I was healing and recovering from the sun exposure. Which again, you're not used to it. When you're not used to it, like we're not here in Britain, you don't think. But ever since, I am now prepared. Every time I leave the house now, factor 50 sun lotion all over me to protect me. So yeah, I thought I'd come on Moss Valley today and do a bit of a video for you all. We have had, since the last recording, precision farming's out. I don't know whether I've showed you that in any videos, but yeah, we have precision farming, ladies and gents. And I've soil sampled my fields. I've got my soil types. I've got my pH values. I've got my nitrogens, which is looking a bit bad. We've got yield. And then obviously seed rate, which we're going to get into. We're going to get into some seeding. But obviously in the last video I was mowing grass. What I wanted to do today, I wanted to do some tethering and a bit of windrowing and get all that good stuff. So this is field 1 of my grass fields, the one south of the farm. This was the one I was mowing in the last video, I believe. So this one I'm going to do some hay. And then the field just north of the farm, the grass field, I've already mowed that. I'm going to windrow that and do silage bales. I am. But everything else is, I do believe, ready. In terms of we've ploughed, we've got fields cultivated, we've got lime spread. Obviously I've got no fertiliser down. We did do some contracts last time out, didn't we? Which was quite nice, made us a bit of money. We did some, was it weed spraying and some fertilising, which was pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah. Notice the game's had a bit of an update, I think. Well, the game has had an update. We had patch 1.9 come out yesterday. Because I noticed we've got this control group thing on the screen, which I hadn't noticed before when I've been playing. And I noticed when I was tapping through my vehicles, there was some extra sort of information being displayed, which I'm guessing is to do with the precision farming mod, which also has had an update yesterday. So I'm kind of pleased I haven't kind of jumped in and been playing in the last 2 weeks, because obviously the game's had 2 updates very sort of quick in a short space of time. We've had the 1.8 update, which was to enable precision farming and make the game precision farming ready and add a few things, and then we've had patch 1.9 to fix a few more bugs and that with the game, and then obviously we've had the update to precision farming to fix bugs and issues with precision farming. There's also been mod updates, because obviously patches break things, and there's I noticed today when I started the game, it now tells me which mods are outdated and can't be enabled in the present version of the game. So I've got one mod that needs to be updated by the mod author, and then also they've changed the menu, the pop-ups on the screen when you go to start your game with mods that need to be updated but you don't want to update. And yeah, it makes it less likely that you're going to accidentally update your mods that you don't want to update, because you've perhaps tweaked them yourself, or you've got newer versions from GitHub which aren't on the mod hub yet, and sort of vice versa and stuff. So yeah, obviously Giant's getting ready for next week, I think it is, when the next DLC comes out, the Plains and Prairies pack for Farm Sim, which I'm kind of looking forward to, because it looks like it's got some real interesting tractors in that pack, some quite nice monstrous machinery, which could be fun to play with on certain maps. I'm not saying all the maps will be suitable. I mean, yeah, this map's got some big fields, but unfortunately the roads are a bit skinny, and navigating around the farm with some of that equipment might be problematic. But yeah, we wanted to have a look. So hopefully, I'm guessing if it comes out, if that DLC is coming out next week, I should probably get early access to that this week. Possibly even Friday. And I'm sure if I do, I'll be doing a live stream showing off the Plains and Prairies DLC on a map. Probably my test map, my my Riverbend Springs map. I do a lot of my mod testing and that on now. I've been doing mod testing over the last couple of weeks, even though I've not really been making content. I have been testing a mod for Black Dragon, his production mod, which has got loads of new factories, and trying to sort out some of the kinks in those. I noticed the top greenhouses still have the bug with the so I probably need to look at sending Black Dragon a quick update on that to say, hey, looked at your mod, still notice a couple of issues with things that don't really which aren't quite defined properly. Can't remember if I did this in the last video either, where I've gone round and just put some edges on fields where we was having some issues. I noticed when we was doing the ploughing, the Mr. AI worker here kept having an issue where he wouldn't drive over the he kept stopping here when he was trying to turn and do his manoeuvring, because I think he was detecting the shed or the tools in the shed as obstructions. So I'm hoping that just obviously narrowing the field, because obviously the field kind of came up to where the I think it's forest ground paint that I've used, which is obviously quite close to the shed, doesn't really give you a lot of room to manoeuvre. Also, I figured when I'm like getting machinery and equipment out of this shed, don't really want to be driving all over my crop, do I? No, I'm going to be planting on here. So there is that aspect of things. Another thing, obviously, I've been kind of waiting for as well, and this is more to do with, obviously, the precision farming update. We obviously need some mods to be updated by mod authors. In particular, my lovely John Deere sprayer that I've got, obviously, from Custom Modding. Custom Modding's John Deere 40 night sprayer. I do kind of need that to be updated because it doesn't have crop sensors currently, which is a bit of an issue. In fact, it's a massive issue because I need to do fertilizing and stuff, and obviously I can't raise the nitrogen level to the correct amount because the sprayer can't detect the nitrogen level of the crop in the field. And that's what I'm talking about, the extra little info thing, look, on the control group. And like this one's got it as well. Because what we need to do, ladies and gents, we need to go do a bit of seeding. I need to have a look actually at the crop calendar. What are we planting? Wheat, barley. Right. So I have actually got field 31 over there, which is the one I'm probably going to go to. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do. I'm going to do canola on the biggest field. Okay, that's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Just making sure we got everything selected. We should be doing, I believe, tram lines as well. I believe I've got tram lines enabled on this field. I need to go set up the tram lines for the other fields that I've got ploughed and stuff as well. But yeah, we should be doing tram lines as well. Which would be kind of cool. Okay, this is going to be an issue. Right. I'm going to have to do some manoeuvring. Tell you what, playing this map, I've watched the first 4 episodes of the new season of Clarkson's Farm last week on Friday. And this map is just now giving me like Clarkson's Farm vibes. The UK feel and the tiny layout and right. So yes, we've got this field here. AI worker, we're doing 6 meters. We are going to do, is that 3? That's going to be 18 meters. So, we're going to get barley seed. We're doing our first seeding, ladies and gents. The first seed. Yeah, we'll take a screenshot. Pretty cool. Right. And we'll do some windrowing. Ready to do our baling. I was going to have a look at contracts, actually. In fact, actually, no, I was going to look at... Okay, I've got some big tractors. What I was looking for... We don't have it. We don't have it. The Deutsche Fahr 9 Series tractor. That is what Mr. Clarkson now has in Clarkson's Farm. It's rebadged and rebranded as a Lamborghini, but it's obvious that it's a Deutsche Fahr because it's still green. Still bright green. It's just basically changed the badges. But yeah, I was want to get that, but there isn't a 9 Series in the game currently. I've had a look on the mod hub as well and can't see a 9 Series, so if anybody knows where to get a 9 Series Deutsche Fahr tractor, please let me know. I'll have to have a look on King Mods or something. might just whack this tree. But yeah, we've got seed going in. Second day of September. Be nice if we could get the canola and wheat done. Before the end of the month. Might then leave us with one field at the farm that sadly doesn't have much on it. But then that gives us the option to plant something then in the spring. Probably the field with the windmills on is the one I would leave sort of fallow for now. It's getting a bit squirrely. Also, whilst I've not been recording content and stuff, I've been doing the occasional live stream over on Kick. Just when I, you know, the days I just fancy playing a game more for me rather than just content purposes. But I always tend to hit the go live button. Because I figure if I'm going to be playing a game, why not be live at the same time? You never know what will come of it. So I've been playing Roadcraft, which is from the sort of mud runner, spin tyres, snow runner sort of people. And yeah, been playing Roadcraft, and I actually enjoy that. I've been enjoying that. Might do some videos on it at some point in time, maybe, if there's interest. We'll have to wait and see. But I am liking the fact that I'm getting quite a bit done. Get this windrowed. And like I say, I've got the other grass field near the field we're seeding to go and windrow. And then I can come down here with my baler. And we'll be able to get some lovely bales produced. Which again, hopefully, makes us a nice little bit of money. But yeah, I was kind of hoping there was a 9 series Deutschfahr available. Because I was like, you know what? I would love to add that to the game, the save. But we wait and see. We wait and see, ladies and gents. I'm also keeping an eye on fuel level. Yeah, my little masses are doing a cracking job. My Massey, my little Massey. What I might have to do is get one of those precision farming weight things with sensors on, because none of my tractors have crop sensors. Which is obviously going to be a bit of a problem. I need to try and correct. Right. There we go. Headlands complete. get to doing the up and downy bits. Just make it easier for me when I'm baling, won't it? And obviously this is one of those tasks that sadly you can't do with a worker. Not without the aid of like Courseplay or something, which although I have downloaded, I haven't ever enabled yet on a save and actually like tested. Go figure. Shows how good Giants workers are this year on their own, that I've not needed to go and employ Courseplay. Hey, there's a deer. Probably a mudjack in the UK. Tiny little deer. See plenty of them in the fields when we take the dogs for the walks. We do. I might have to take the dog for a walk in a little while actually after I finish recording this, whilst it's doing its rendering stuff. Might be a good idea. Put Pepper on a halty and chuck her in the car, take her down to the riverside, give her a walk. I trust Pepper. I wouldn't do it with Trixie because Trixie'd be straight in the river, absolutely splashing and having a good time, but Pepper, she won't be near the water. She's probably the only Springer Spaniel that does not like water. No, she kind of likes it, but she won't like fully immerse herself in it. She'll kind of play with it from the edges, from the dry ground. I'll leave that. The baler will get that nicely on its own. So yeah, I've obviously got quite a bit of windrowing to do. I've got another field to do after this. And then we've got the lovely joys of, as I say, plenty of seeding to be getting on with. One of the things I do notice, the tractors and vehicles in the game seem to be very irky-jerky these days. Don't know quite why that is. They seem to move very unnaturally. At first I thought it was something that only affected like the harvester vehicles and that, because I've noticed it a lot when I've been doing like root crops and stuff. But you can see the massy kind of... It's almost like the suspension's not quite right on it, you know, it's a bit too stiff. And that seems to be a case with all the vehicles in the game, to me. Don't know whether anybody else finds that. Be the case, or thinks that, or experiences that issue. Right, I'm just going to leave that there for a moment, because I want to go and see how Mr. Cedarman's getting on. Okay, so the feed rate is high, standard, and now low. Nitrogen's looking pretty good. pH is okay. So yeah. We're doing headlands now. No, he's doing some weird lot. He's missed the whole section of the field there. Bit strange. Right, let's have another look. Because whilst we've got that, we are going to have to do some rolling. I don't have a field roller. It's 27 meters. Frick me. That one's not bad. Nice little compact 6 meter jobby. Only 9 grand. There's a 40-footer there, lizard one. I think we'll go for this one. We've got field roller then, which we can probably go and actually pick up, as we've got our big case tractor sitting here, not really doing a lot at the moment. And I've still got bales, straw bales on my trailer that I've not unloaded. But yeah, I would probably guess that this Massey Ferguson 9 series is my equivalent of the of Jeremy Clarkson's new Lambo. This is my farm's Lambo. Because this thing is a beast of a tractor. Power-wise, speed-wise, pretty impressive as well. No, why have I come this way? I know I've got to roll the field, but I need the roller first. Can't roll the field without a roller. See tram lines on some of these fields, look. The AI fields anyway. A lovely bit of kit. Simple, yet practical. Yeah, tram lines, that's... that's not something we're doing, is it? Tram line. Doesn't look like I've... Looks like we've got weeds, so yeah. Doesn't look like we are doing any tram line. Have a look. 57. Tram line. There we go. So this field obviously didn't have tram lines. Okay. We'll fix that for next seeding, I guess. Yeah, we'll wait for him to finish then. I need to finish my windrowing. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to say at this point, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully I'll be back producing content with a little bit more regularity going forward. And yeah, we should have new DLC in the next couple of days. So definitely come back and check out that. And I will see you next time. So take care of yourselves, ladies and gents. Stay safe. Goodbye.